Welcome to the playthrough and tutorial for HMS Speedy, Cruise for Glory. This is using the tabletop simulator version and uses version 1.1 of HMS Speedy. This is just going to be a playthrough to explain the rules and not to explain strategies, so I will probably play pretty poorly and most likely lose. In any case, in HMS Speedy, you are a commander of a 14-gun brig and with 90 crew members, and your ultimate goal is to complete the most difficult mission and capture or sink a privateer frigate. And once you've completed that, if you complete that successfully, then you win the game. Any other result is a loss. In any case, all right, let's begin by looking at the setup of the game. First of all, we have the ship card here, HMS Speedy, and on the ship card we have 8 different traits. The top 4 traits are the ship traits. We have manpower, provisions, seaworthiness, and speed, and they all start at 3. The bottom 4 traits are the crew traits, morale, gunnery, sailing, and leadership. Next, we have the encounter cards. The encounter cards, there are 3 different types of encounter cards, or more like 3 different difficulty levels of encounter cards. First, we have the 0 difficulty cards, and you can tell they are 0 difficulty by the 0 on the left-hand side over the captain's hat and below the hat, or below the flag. There are 3 sets of those. There are 1 difficulty cards, and there are six sets of those, and there are 4 difficulty cards. There's 1 set of those. So to begin the game, we combine the 3 sets of 0 difficulty cards and the 6 sets of 1 difficulty cards. We set the 1 difficulty and the 4 difficulty cards off to the side for now, because they won't be in the beginning of the game, and we put the 0 difficulty cards above the ship card here. We give them a little shuffle. This is the encounter deck. This creates the encounter deck. And to begin the game, we start by creating an encounter row. An encounter row consists of 3 cards set in a row. And let's steal that out first here. 1, 2, 3. And you may have noticed that I have placed the cards extremely close together. Well, that will become the reason for that will become apparent in a moment after I explain something else here first. First, I'd like to explain a concept in the game called the ship row. The ship row is created by after taking an action with each one of the encounter cards. A ship row is created by placing the edge of one of the encounter cards up against the ship here, so that the traits line up. And in this way, the traits either go up or go down based on the icons that are on the edge of the encounter card. So in this case, we've put the first encounter card here next to it, and a green icon is a +1, whereas a red icon would be a -1. So with this encounter card placed here on this side here, we now have a gunnery of 1. Let's say we take this card and flip it around so it has a negative effect, and placing it here will reduce our speed by 1. So now we have a speed of just 2, and we continue doing that by placing cards in the ship row as the game goes on, and now we have a sailing of 1. Okay, so as the game goes on, you'll have more and more cards here that it will adjust the traits, and you just add them up by looking at them. There's one rule regarding ship traits, is that the ship traits can never go above 3. You cannot take a card that will increase any of your ship traits over 3. If any of your ship traits are reduced to 0, then you lose the game. There is no minimum or maximum for the crew traits, so it doesn't matter if they go into the negative, and it doesn't matter how high they go. As I play the game here on Tabletop Simulator, I will have to lock the cards into position. Oh yes, one thing I did forget to mention is that As you put the cards out into the uh, encounter row, always take them from the top, obviously, and make sure that the mission side is face up, and always place them from left to right. Do not rearrange the cards as they come out. That would be cheating. All right, so there we have the first three cards, which creates the encounter row. Now it's time to explain the turn structure. So first, at the beginning of each turn, we select one encounter card. Now, well, okay, first of all, each encounter card can be used one of three different ways. One way it can be used is for its boon. Another way it can be used is for its knock, which is usually a misfortune, which is definitely a misfortune. And the third way it can be used is for a mission, which I'll explain later. First of all, to use a card for its boon, we look here at the boon markers on the top edge, or the top half of the card here at the edges, left and right edges. Anytime that two boon markers are matched or match up here, either one of the cards to the right or to the left can be used for its boon. If they do not match up, in this case, the cards cannot be used for a boon. Well, in this case, only the very left-hand card cannot be used for a boon because it does not match. There is no match here. The boon markers do not match. However, the middle card and the right card can be used for their boon. So, how do I use a card for its boon? Well, first of all, I will choose to use the middle card for its boon. You take it, you rotate it so the boon side, the boon edge is at the left-hand edge, and you line it up against the right-hand edge of the ship card, lock it into place, and now we have added one to the sailing trait. If we look at the boon here, we can see that it says we did sailing practice. So sailing practice added one to our crew sailing trait, so our crew is now better at sailing. After placing a card, one card into the ship row, we then, or at the end of the turn, let's put it that way, at the end of the turn, after taking an action, we refill the ship row with three cards. And again, take it from the top and fill any space that's empty. So we place the top card in the middle here. I mentioned how I mentioned about knocks. So knocks are only used if you are unable to do a boon, which we are unable to do since we have no matching boon markers, or if you're unable to do a mission. Well, actually, you can do a knock even if you can do a boon or a mission. If you want to, you can certainly take a knock if you would like. A knock is just simply sort of the opposite of a boon. You take the card, rotate it so that the knock is at the left edge of the card, and line it up against at the end of the ship row and lock it into place there. And then this would give us a -1 on provisions, so we'd have a provisions of 2. However, there's no need to take a knock now, but that is how knocks are used. Sometimes you may have no choice but to take a knock. Or sometimes you may see that it is the better choice to take a knock instead of going on a mission. Now, for taking a mission. So let's see here. We have the missions. The name of the mission is found on the middle of the card. There are 2 escort convoy missions, and there is one deliver dispatches mission. Now then, in order to take a mission, though, there are also requirements to do that. Just as there are to get a boon, there are requirements to execute a mission. To execute a mission, a flag on the card that you want to execute must have an arrow pointing towards it from the adjacent card. So in this case, the card in the middle has an arrow that does point at the flag on the right-hand cards. And vice versa, the right-hand card has an arrow that is pointing at the flag on the middle card. So either of these cards could be used for their mission. As you can see, the same goes here for the left and middle cards. There is an arrow on the middle card that points to the flag on the left card. So we could take any of these missions. It does not matter which one of these missions that we take, since all of them meet the requirements for taking a mission. I think I will take the Deliver Dispatches mission. So to take a mission, or to execute a mission, you first flip over the card, and you'll notice over on the left-hand edge, there is a row of uncolored icons, and those are the mission requirements. Okay. On the other side here, we said we have delivered dispatches. So our delivered dispatches missions, the details for the mission are found on the opposite side of the card here. We flip it over, it says we spot an enemy sloop on our return trip. So, all right, looks like we've got an enemy to fight here. Now then, the requirements for this mission, like I said, are on the left-hand edge here. We need 2 manpower, 2 provisions, 2 seaworthiness, 3 speed. We don't need any morale, 0 morale. We would like to have 1 gunnery and no sailing, and we need 1 leadership. Now then, in order to judge our success in the mission, we need to take a total of the required traits that we do not have. To do so, we start at 0, and we add 1 for each of the traits we are lacking. So we have enough manpower, we have 3. We have enough provisions, we have 3. We have enough seaworthiness, we have 3. We have enough speed, we have 3. Morale is 0, we don't need any morale. We need 1 gunnery, so now we add 1, which is the difference between our current rate, our current trait, and what is required. And so now our result is 1. We didn't need any sailing, even though we had some. And we need 1 leadership, and we have none of that. So now that adds 1 more to our result, which is a result of 2. Now, we then would look at the result on the card for 2. Now, on the 0 difficulty cards, there are 3 there are 3 result levels. Well, there are 3 result levels on every card, but the 3 result levels on the 0 difficulty cards are 0, which is the purple range, 1, which is the red range, or 2 and above, which is the brownish range here. Now, our current result is 2. And if you look at 2 here, well, you can see by the black band at the bottom that this is probably not good. And let's look at the results here. You catch the enemy, but you are no match for their superior gunnery and seamanship. You're captured. The game is over. Well, that would be a very speedy end to our game, so I think we would like to avoid that. Now, how do we get out of that result? Well, we have a 2 result now. So the way to do that is you can spend cards, any remaining cards in the encounter row, to buy traits. Now each card that you discard from the encounter row can be used to buy 1 trait, and it's any trait. It's just a random trait, or it's just a trait. So let's get rid of 1 card, so we can get at least a result of 1. And the result of 1 says the enemy outmaneuvers you and escapes. Well, okay. If you look at the edge of the card, you can see there that we don't gain anything from doing that. Well, I have a very ambitious captain here, so I would like to gain something. And if I look at this edge here, getting a 0 result would give me a leadership. So currently my result is 1. So if I get rid of 1 more card, I can get a result of 1. Or I'm sorry, I can get a result of 0. So that would reduce the result by 1 more. So I now have a result of 0. Let's look at the result of 0. It says, you outmaneuver the enemy and eventually capture after a short fight. All right, excellent. Okay, so now I have a leadership of 1. Okay, so I apply that result by rotating the card. So the 0 result is at the left-hand edge, and it lines up with the traits. Now I have a leadership of 1 and a sailing of 1, and nothing else has changed. Now, another rule of the game is, as you can see by this reminder over here on the ship card, it says plus cards, and it says 1 and 4. So when you achieve a leadership of 1, then you must add the 1 difficulty cards to the encounter deck. You also must, once you achieve a leadership of 4, you must add the 4 difficulty cards to the encounter deck. So now we've already achieved a leadership of 1, so we must add the one difficulty cards to the encounter deck. So we added them now. We shuffle the deck, and now that the turn is over, we refill the encounter row again, starting from left to right. We add one card at a time. Like I said before, we have we start the next round or the next turn, and like I said before, you have three options in any round. You can either any turn you can either take a boon, or do a mission, or take a knock. Well, we don't want to take a knock. Let's see if we can get a boon. Now let's see here. Do we have, well, these boon markers don't match up, so I can't use either. I can't use the left-hand card at least. The middle card and the right-hand card. Well, these two boon markers do match up, so I can get I can use either the left-hand or the middle card or the right-hand card. Well, I can't use the middle card because its boon is a seaworthiness, and that would, putting it here would add 1 to seaworthiness, which would put me over the maximum, which is 3. So I'm unable to use that boon, so let's put it back. However, I can use the boon on the right-hand card because it would add 1 to my morale. So I would like to do that. So it says here, prize money paid out. Okay, we get our prize money paid out. That makes my men happy, or my crew happy. And I apply it to the end of the line here. Okay, lock it into place. So now I've got a 1 morale. All right, okay. Let's refill the row. Okay, so again, I could do a boon. I could take a boon here because these two match up. However, both of these boons are ship traits, and that would put them over the maximum. I can't stick any more provisions on my ship. I can't make my ship any tougher than it already is. So my second option then would be to take a mission. Do you remember how the missions work? Okay, I have to have an arrow pointing at a flag on the card that I want to take the mission for. So, well, I don't have any arrows pointing at any of the flags on the left-hand card, so I can't use it for its mission. But I do have one arrow pointing at the flag on the middle card, so I can use it for its mission. And the same goes here. There's an arrow on the middle card that points at the flag on the right-hand card, so I could use it for its mission as well. So I have a choice between both of these missions. Both of these missions are harass enemy shipping missions. They have a different flag, so that means they're slightly different results. Well, I think I will just take, what the heck, I'll take the middle one and see what we get here. So flip it over. What kind of encounter are we going to have here? It says, enemy gunboats come to rescue a merchantman in a calm. Oh, okay, so I must have been trying to capture a merchantman, and enemy gunboats came in for the rescue. Okay, so let's line up the requirements to see if I've got enough here to handle this attack by gunboats. Let's see, manpower of 2, that's all I need. Yep, got that, I got 3. Provisions fine, seaworthiness is fine, speed is fine, morale. Oh, I needed 3 morale. I've only got 1, so that adds 2 to my result. So now I have a result of 2. Okay, I need 1 gunnery. I have none, so that adds one more to my result. So I have a result of 3. I do have 1 sailing, so we're okay there. But I need a 3 leadership. I've only got 1 leadership, so that adds 2 more to my result, which gives me a 5. Ooh. Well, looking at the results on this card, so a 3 plus, which is what I have now, a 5, says the gunboats anticipate your moves, severely damaging your ship, allowing the merchantman to escape. Well, like I said, I could buy traits by selling cards from the encounter row. However, there's only 2 cards in the encounter row, so the best I could do is to get a result of 3. Now, like I said before, the 1 difficulty cards have a slightly different result range here. So a result of 0, results of 1 or 2, and results of 3 and above. Well, the best I can do is 3 or above. There's absolutely no point in spending any of these cards in the encounter row to try and improve my results. So I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and take this damage here. So rotate it to the absolute worst result possible. Lock it into place. That now my seaworthiness has been reduced to 2, and my morale has been reduced to 0. That morale I worked so hard to move up 1 is now back to 0. Well, okay, so that is the end of that turn. We refill the encounter row with another card, and let's see here. Well, okay, well, my seaworthiness is down to 2. I don't particularly like that. Let's see what kind of boons we've got here. Well, I've got a boon that will rebuild my seaworthiness. It says refitting in Mahon. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But anyway, so let's apply that boon since we would like to repair our seaworthiness. There we go. Lock that into place. Okay. Missions seem to might be kind of a little bit too difficult for me right now, so I like to improve my ship as much as possible. Let's see here. What other boons can I get here? It would be nice to improve my morale again, but well, I can get gunnery, so I will improve my gunnery with a boon that is because we have boon matching there. Let's refill the encounter row again for the next turn. Well, we can't get any boons this time because there are no matches here. I do, however, see that we have one 0 difficulty card, so I think we can probably pass that, which would be good because we would like to have more leadership. Last time it said we needed 3, we had 1. So I would have liked to have gotten some more morale as well, but I'm not going to be able to get that for now. So let's do the escort convoy mission. Let's see. Well, first of all, I have to make sure that I can do it. Oh, no, it doesn't look like I can. I don't have any arrows pointing at the flag on the middle card here. Oh, no. Okay, so it looks like my only choices are to do the harass enemy shipping again, or yep, I can do a cutting out expedition as well. Well, or in this case, I could take a knock, but I think I'd rather let's try our hand at this harass enemy shipping mission. Maybe we'll have better luck with this one. Okay, let's do this mission. Flip it over here, line it up. What do we got here? Okay, 2 manpower, got it. 2 prisons, got it. 2 seaworthiness, got it. 3 speed, got it. 2 morale, we have 0 morale, so we need 2 morale. So now our result is 2. We didn't need any gunnery. We need 2 sailing. I've only got 1, so that gives us a result of 3. And we need 2 leadership. I've only got 1, so that gives us a result of 4. Well, again, this doesn't look good here. Oh, I forgot to read the mission details here. It says merchantman heads for cover of shore batteries. Well, okay, let's chase them then. Okay. Well, we're just not very good sailing. We're not good enough sailors to do that, I guess. So right now with a result of 4, that's 3 or more, and it says the merchantman escapes into the protection of the battery's guns. Well, that's not good. That would reduce our morale even more. Not good. However, I can buy 2 traits. That would reduce my result from 4 to 2, which is a little better. Let's read that result. You barely capture the merchantman under the battery's guns, sustaining damage. Well, it would give me a little bit of damage here, it looks like, but I wouldn't lose morale. Well, let's go for that. Let's spend both of our cards in the encounter row and discard them off to the side here. And that gives us a result of 2. So now we have that result. We didn't lose any morale, but we did lose another seaworthiness. So that is the end of that turn. We refill from left to right again. Hopefully we can get something good here. All right, so I did not mention this, but another way to lose the game is if you run out of cards before you either defeat the privateer frigate, or it defeats you, or you lose by some other way. But if you run out of cards, then you just run out of time and you're recalled from your cruise. So let's see here. We would like a boon. We would preferably like a boon that gives us back seaworthiness, but it looks like we're not going to get it. Well, we can improve gunnery through gunnery practice. We can improve sailing through sailing practice. So why don't we improve the gunnery practice, or improve gunnery with the gunnery practice? Add that boon there since we had matching boons markers. We've got matching boon markers here and here. Don't need manpower, so I think I'll take this sailing practice one and give us more sailing practice. So now we've got a 2 on that as well. All right. Refill the encounter row. So, well, I can take more sailing practice, but I think I would like to just do this mission here, this delivery dispatches mission, if I can. Nope, can't do it. Don't have the arrows for it. There's no arrow pointing at my flag here. And looks like the only card we can play for its mission is the middle one, because we have one arrow here pointing at the card in the middle. Well, I think I will have to take that because I do not want to take another knock. Anyway, all right, let's do the cutting out expedition. Flip the card over. What do we get here? It says, channel through harbor narrower than expected. Oops. Uh-oh. Looks like we might have trouble getting through the channel. Okay. Manpower, 3. Got that. 2 provisions, 2 seaworthiness, barely. 2 speed, got that. 3 morale. Well, we've got 0 morale. So our result is already 3. We didn't need any gunnery. We needed 2 sailing, which we've got, and we needed 2 leadership. We've only got 1. So our result is 4 again. Well, looks like we're going to have to get rid of 2 cards again, so we don't get a 0 result, or get a 3 result, I'm sorry. The best we can do is get a 2 result. So flip that card around, lock it into place there. What does that say? 1 of 2 merchantmen is grounded on the way out of the harbor. Well, we did okay, but not great. So our leadership is okay, and the men are not that happy. So we refill the encounter row again, and hopefully we get some luck. All right. Any boons we can get here? Well, we can get more gunnery and sailing. However, we need some more leadership, and the only way we can get leadership is through successfully completing missions. Oops. This mission, it looks like we can actually take it because we have an arrow pointing at it, and it's a 0 difficulty, so I'm pretty sure we can succeed at it. In any case, I'm going to take this escort convoy mission because we can. So I flip it over. Look at what it says here. 3 Tartine raiders attack far side of convoy. Okay, well, let's see if we were able to defend it. So we need 2 manpower, got it. 3 provisions, got it. 2 seaworthiness, got it. 2 speed, got it. We don't need any morale, which is what we got, 0. We need 1 gunnery, we got it. No sailing, and 1 leadership. We do have 1 leadership, yes. So we are at a 0 result. We rotate it. Let's look at the 0 result. Your quick reactions disperse the raiders, and you even sink 1. All right, so that adds 1 to our leadership. That's 1 less leadership we need later on down the line. Okay, end of turn. Refill the row. Okay, what do we got now? Oh, okay, we'd still like to replace that seaworthiness, but I do see a nice boon here that I'd like, and we can get it. I would like to get this morale boon, so I will add morale here. The morale says prize money paid out. All right, so we got prize money paid out to the crew. Get that money into those guys' hands. Oops. All right, refill the row. Oh, we've got another morale. Let's see here. How many cards we got left in our deck? Well, okay. Yeah, we need the morale more than we need anything else, I think, here. Yes. Okay. So we're going to take the morale. Good. Got 2 morale now. Okay, let's refill the row. So we got here. Okay, we can't get any of the boons. Can we do a mission? Can't do that mission. Well, we can do this shore battery assault and cutting out, so we'll have to do that. So, take it on. Flip it over. Look at what it says here. Landing party detected by garrison ahead of attack. Oops. Well, all right, so what do we need? What are our requirements here? Okay, 3 manpower, got it. 2 provisions, got it. 3 seaworthiness, well, we've only got 2, so we're down by 1, so that's 1 result of 1 so far. 2 sailing, got it. 3 morale, well, we've only got 2, so that's adds 1 more to our result, giving us a result of 2. Gunnery, 1, got it. 2 for sailing, got it. 3 for leadership, well, we've only got 2, so that adds 1 more, so we've got a result of 3. Well, we don't want a 3. The best we can do is 1. I'm sorry, the best we can do is, 1, but there's no reason to spend 2 cards on doing that. So let's just spend 1 card on doing that. And get a result of 2. All right. Let's look at the 2 result. The attack on the battery was a disaster, but you successfully capture a merchantman. Looks like we lost some crew members there as well. So now our manpower has been reduced. Well, all right. So that's the end of the turn. We refill the encounter row. Well, we would like to get manpower. We would like to get gunnery practice. We would like to get seaworthiness, but we can't. We can get gunnery, but we're running out of cards here, so we need to get our leadership up. So I'm going to do this escort convoy mission. Oops, can I even do it? I better look at that first. Yes, I can. We've got an arrow that points at it here. So we flip it over, escort convoy. What does it say? All right, galley attack from shore while becalmed. Uh-oh, so galleys have attacked. So what are our requirements? 2 true manpower, got it. 3 provisions, got it. 2 seaworthiness, got it. 2 speed, got it. 1 morale, got it. We don't need any of those. We need 1 leadership, got it. Okay, so we get a result of 0. We still have a result of 0. It says using sweeps and a little luck, you outmaneuver the galley, sinking one and chasing away the other. All right, so we get another leadership for that. All righty. Now we're cooking. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, well. We can regain our crew. We can even rebuild our seaworthiness. Well, I think I will take the boon and rebuild my crew. Got it. Refill the row. Can I use this boon? Yep, I can use the seaworthiness boon too. Got a match here, so now I've got my seaworthiness back. Woohoo! Okay, now we're cooking. All right. Plenty of I got my seaworthiness back, got my manpower back. Oh, last card. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble here. So, I need to take a mission. I could do the harass enemy shipping mission, or I could do the cutting out expedition. Well, let's do the harass enemy shipping mission. Flip that over. All right, what do we got here? Spot swift enemy brig. Okay, so we got a swift enemy brig here. What are our requirements? True crew, or true manpower, got it. 2 provisions, got it. 2 seaworthiness, got it. 3 speed, got it. 2 morale, yep, we just got 2 morale. We've got 2 gunnery, yep, got 2 gunnery, 2 sailing, yep, and 2 leadership, yes. That gives us a 0 results. Let's look at the 0 result here. With your quick maneuvering and skilled crew, you easily overcome and capture the brig. All right, so looks like we get a leadership and a morale. Okay, well, like I said before, we now, once we achieve 4 leadership, which we have to apply or add the 4 difficulty cards to the encounter deck. Well, the encounter deck is empty, so our encounter deck now consists of the 4 difficulty cards. So, wow, things are going to start getting hairy after this, I think. So, we refill the encounter row. Let's see here. So, what kind of boons can we get here? Well, we can improve gunnery. Let's improve gunnery. Yeah, okay. We can do that. Improve gunnery. Okay, lock that into place. Refill the encounter row. Okay, we can even improve morale if we wanted to. Let's do that. All right, there we go. Improve morale. Okay. This privateer frigate will be no match for us. Okay, so we're going to have to take this mission since it's the last card. Looks like we can do it. We can do any one of these 3 cards. So let's just take the right one. Flip it over. Let's see what we got. What are we faced up against here? Okay, so we need 2 manpower. Got it. 2 provisions. Got it. 3 seaworthiness. Got it. 3 speed. Got it. 6 morale. 6 morale. Really? Okay. Well, we got 4 morale, so that's a result of 2. We need 4 gunner. Yeah, 4 gunnery. We've got 3, so we're short by 1, so that gives us a result of 3. We need 3 sailing. We've only got 2, so that adds 1 more to the result of 4. And we need 7 leadership. Well, we've got 4 leadership, so that adds 3 to our result, so now we have a result of 7. Well, we could spend all the cards we want here, but we're never going to get to the range that we want. So let's look at the result here. Well, we spotted the privateer near shore, but unfortunately the privateer outmaneuvers you, raking your stern, then boards and captures you. The game is over. Well, looks like we lost that game. Well, that's it for the game. But maybe next time you can figure out some sort of strategy that will help you defeat the privateer and gain promotion to captain. All right. Please look at the rules for more details. But I think I've pretty much covered everything you need to know to play HMS Speedy Cruise for Glory. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the game. Bye-bye.